Hello, everyone. I welcome you for joining us for this loving kindness meditation this evening. I hope that you have been quite constant in your practice of loving kindness meditation, and that these meditation sessions held on every Wednesday night brings changes to your life. That is, it brings you happiness, peace, relaxation, and comfort. Now, I have just returned from a Buddhist pilgrimage to India, which I led. This year we had 73 pilgrims in the group. So we travel in two coaches. Out of the 73 pilgrims, 4 participants remain in Bodh Gaya for their self-retreat, while 69 others went to the holy places. Now, embarking on a Buddhist pilgrimage is a transformative journey that goes beyond mere travel. It is a profound exploration of spirituality and self-discovery. The importance of such a pilgrimage lies in the unique opportunity to connect with the roots of Buddhism, to gain deeper insight into the life and teachings of the Buddha, and experience personal growth. According to the Mahaparinibbana Sutta in the Digaya Nikaya, the Buddha advised Buddhists to go on a pilgrimage to the 4 holy places after he had passed away. The spiritual journey to the sacred sites is highly meritorious, since they represent the presence of the Buddha after he passed away. In fact, the Buddha said to Ananda, there are 4 places that would arouse emotion in the faithful who visit them. Where are the 4 places? Lumbini, where the Buddha was born; Bodh Gaya, where he gained supreme enlightenment; Saranath, where he set in motion the wheel of Dhamma when he preached the Dhamma to the 5 monks; and Kushinara, where he passed away. The Buddha said that these places are for the faithful monks and nuns, male and female lay followers to visit. And anyone who dies while making the pilgrimage to these shrines with a devout heart, they will be reborn in heavenly birth. And this is because when the pilgrimage is performed with sincerity and strong aspirations, it will result in strong karmic and mental imprints that condition the rebirth process. In addition to the 4 places of pilgrimage, there are also 4 other places that we can visit. And these are known as the 4 places of miracles. And they are Rashgir, where the Buddha tamed Nalagiri the elephant; Vishali, where the monkey offered honey to the Buddha; Shravasti, where the Buddha performed the twin miracle; and Sankarsya, where the Buddha descended from Tavatimsa heaven after teaching Abhidhamma to his mother. In our pilgrimage, we went to 3 of the places of miracles. We went to Rashgir, Vaishali, and Shravasti, but left out Sankarsya because Sankarsya is out of the pilgrimage route. Now, visiting the sacred sites associated with the life of the Buddha, such as Lumbini, Bodh Gaya, Saranath, and Kusinara, provides a tangible link to the historical and spiritual foundations of Buddhism. When we stand at this sacred space, we can feel the energy and serenity that have drawn pilgrims for centuries. Great kings like Ashoka and great pilgrims like Xuanzang and Farshan have traveled all the way in order to do their pilgrimage, and they have visited these places. Now just imagine yourself standing at the Mahabodhi temple at Bodh Gaya, gazing at a beautiful Buddha image that exudes the presence of mindfulness and compassion. And the Buddha image sits on the platform that marked the spot where the Master gained enlightenment 2,600 years ago. Or imagine that you are seated with other pilgrims around the remnants of a large stupa that marked the site where the Buddha preached his first sermon to the 5 disciples. Or maybe you walk on the grounds of Kapilavastu in Nepal. There are two Kapilavastu, one in Nepal and one in India. Kapilavastu is the palace area. It's a city. Whereas the Kapilavastu in India is a monastery where the Buddha's relics was enshrined. So if you're going to walk on the grounds of Kapilavastu in Nepal, you will have a sense of how the walled city has been organized. And this is where the Buddha spent his early years as a prince. And this, you will feel the deep inspiration and connection with the Buddha. In our pilgrimage, we visited Lumbini, the birthplace of Buddha. Here, amongst the archaeological remains of an ancient temple, you will find a stone that marks the spot where the Buddha was born. And many of the pilgrims, many of our participants who visited these sites feel a surge of emotions and maybe tears coming to the eyes when they visit these sacred sites. So the pilgrimage fosters a sense of mindfulness and contemplation, allowing you to reflect on the teachings of Buddha in the very places where the master had walked and meditated. It becomes a journey of introspection, of self-awareness, and a chance to deepen your understanding of the Dhamma. You will better understand the context of the Buddha's teachings and analogies that he had used when you immerse yourself in the Indian environment. You will appreciate the Buddha's wisdom and compassion when you discover that the journey from Bodh Gaya to Saranath is a journey of over 250 kilometers. And after his enlightenment, the Buddha went on foot to find the 5 monks at Saranath so that he might be able to share his path-breaking discovery of the Dhamma to these monks, who were his first 5 disciples. And after the rainy season is over, that is, which lasted for 3 months, he walked back another 250 kilometers to the area near Bodh Gaya so that he could convert the 3 Kassapa brothers and their 1,000 disciples. In our pilgrimage, we trekked up the Vulture's Peak in Rajagaha, where we performed our puja and meditation on the peak. As the sun was rising above the horizon, casting rose-colored rays in the mist-covered landscape, it was such a beautiful experience. We sat in quiet meditation with the cool mountain breeze sweeping against our cheeks. Now, early morning is especially beautiful on Vulture's Peak, and that is before the traders and the pilgrims start making their way up the peak. So on our way down, we could see, wow, the peace that we enjoyed on the Vulture's Peak and on our way up is very different from the experience walking down. It becomes too busy. And many groups of pilgrims coming up, along the way. And they have been harassed by traders who want to sell them beads and trinkets and all kinds of things. So if you were to spend your time at Vulture's Peak in the early morning, you can understand why Vulture's Peak was the favorite spot of the Buddha. In fact, this was the site where he taught several important discourses, especially some of the discourses in the Sanskrit literature, like the Lotus Sutra and the Heart Sutra. It was said that they were taught at the Vulture's Peak. And also the Mahaparinibbana Sutta started, the opening scene was in the Vulture's Peak. Another beautiful spot for us was Jetavana Grove in Savatthi. There are 2 retreat centers for the Buddha in Savatthi, where the Buddha spent 25 rains retreats. That is after crossing the age of 55 years old. The 2 retreat centers are, one is the Jetavana Grove, where the Buddha spent 19 of his retreats there, 19 years. He goes there every year. So 19 years of Jetavana Grove. And this grove was donated by Anatta Pinnika. Another one is Pubarama, a retreat center donated by Vishaka in the city of Savatthi. So the Buddha and the monks will be headed to Savatthi year after year after the Buddha has crossed 55 years old. for the rains retreat, except for the last retreat which he performed near Vaishali at the age of 80. So we went to Jetavana Grove in the early morning when the beautiful park was still covered with mist, and you see the remnants of the different kutis where the Buddha as well as the other disciples, the kutis have been attributed to them. Under the Ananda Bodhi tree in Jetavana Grove, I give an account of some of the important events and teachings that took place in Jetavana Grove. The Buddha gave many teachings because this is an opportunity for him to give teachings. There are monks that have come to have a retreat with him. So every day the Buddha will give teachings. So an important element for us to enjoy the sites that we go is to get there before anyone else. The pilgrims, and this year, wow, we have so many pilgrims. Pilgrims come from other countries, come in huge groups. And I think that one issue that we face is that they have also come with very powerful loudspeakers, where the sound travels far beyond the audible range of the group members. So the Buddhists, international Buddhists, should actually adopt some ethics when it comes to giving teachings at sacred places, to be able to control the volume of their speakers. So unfortunately, we need to keep our mind cool and also understand that the others have also come for a pilgrimage like us, and it's no occasion for us to get upset. So keep the mind cool. But I hope over time that various groups will know how to just adjust the volume to be just right for their group and not so loud. Our group members actually appreciated the pujas and the stories that I told about the last 3 months of the Buddha's life. So this started really at Vaishali, and as we moved from Vaishali to Kushinara, the story unfolded. Actually, it started in Rashgir, and then opening scene of the Mahaparinibbana Sutta, and then and as you move on, you begin to feel the journey that Buddha has taken when he was 80 years old. He was not sometimes when you look at the statue of the Buddha lying in Parinibbana, he looks like a very young, handsome young man. But the Buddha was 80 years old. His body was giving him trouble. The only peace that he can get from his body is when he goes into meditation. So we went through the journey of the Buddha. And in Kushinara was the description of the Buddha's passing away. We were seated in an open ground under the trees within a short distance from the spot where the Buddha passed away. And the story suddenly became vivid, as if we were witnessing the actual events. And we can feel the sadness of those witnessing the Buddha's passing away, especially the grief of Ananda. So when we go for our pilgrimage, we get a close connection with the Buddha, and that changes our perception of who he is. Very often people think of the Buddha as a gilded or a marble statue on the altar, very beautiful but rather distant from us. When we visit the places associated with the Buddha, we see him as a human being, just like us. And this makes us realize that just like him, we too have the potential for awakening. Now, beyond the personal benefits, a Buddhist pilgrimage fosters a sense of community among fellow pilgrims because we have shared experiences, discussions, and the collective reverence for the sacred places that creates bonds that transcends culture and geographical boundaries. And this sense of unity contributes to the global community of practitioners of Buddhists, fostering mutual understanding and respect. In a world often filled with distraction, a Buddhist pilgrimage offers a retreat from the chaos, providing us an opportunity for inner peace and renewal. And there is this transformative power of walking in the footsteps of the Buddha that extends beyond religious boundaries, making it a meaningful journey for seekers of all backgrounds. So ultimately, the importance of going for a Buddhist pilgrimage lies in the potential for spiritual awakening, personal growth, and the creation of lasting connection with the global community of fellow seekers on the path to enlightenment. Now, I would also like to share with you a little incident that occurred to me when I was sitting under the Bodhi tree at Bodh Gaya in the evening. You know, Bodh Gaya, the Buddha sat under the Bodhi tree in Bodh Gaya, and there he attained enlightenment. So evening time is a better time for me, because during the day, wow, the whole Mahabodhi temple was jammed with pilgrims. So busy, people walking around, doing circumambulation, chanting, and speakers were out, people leading groups, giving teachings. But in the evening, especially after dinner, the place becomes much quieter. And although we still have sounds from the temple itself as well from outside temples, where outside the temple where the shops and houses will play music on the loudspeakers. So certainly this is not the environment that you want when you're trying to meditate. Evening is better, but still you still have quite a bit of sound. So instead of watching the breath like Anapanasati with all this sound coming in, I decided to go into metta meditation. Metta meditation is much easier to perform amidst the hive of activity in the vicinity. Because with metta meditation, it is possible to maintain peace and calmness of mind, even when surrounded by activity. While I had my eyes closed, radiating metta, I didn't realize that there was a dog sitting very quietly just behind my back, until it suddenly started barking because another dog was approaching in my direction. So this dog behind me was very protective of the spot. And even after the other dog has gone away, this dog, which looks well fed and had a nice brown coat, a very nice looking dog, this dog was growling for a while, as if saying, "Oh, how dare you approach this spot." The next evening in Bodh Gaya after dinner, I headed to the temple and was meditating under the Bodhi tree again. While I was doing metta meditation, the same brown dog came and lay down in front of me, and it places its head at my knee and gently placed its paw on my leg. And since the dog was in front of me, and as I was doing metta, I was stroking the head and the neck of the dog, radiating metta to the dog. And apparently this made the dog really relax, and I could feel that the dog was feeling happy. And somehow when you have a candidate for metta, the radiation of metta becomes stronger. And later on, when I shifted my hand position down, I could see that the dog, it was very relaxed because it was lying in front of me and it has its head cradled in my palm and with its paw on my leg. You know, the Mahabodhi temple closes at 9 o'clock, but 20 minutes before that, the guards at the Mahabodhi will start blowing the whistle. This was like 8:40. As soon as I was like preparing to leave, because you start moving after 8:40, the dog knew that I was preparing to leave. So the dog stood up and came and hugged me and left some dog hair on my sweater. And although I think the dog appreciated the metta that I was radiating to the dog, when I walked away, it didn't follow me, which is really unlike a dog, because normally a dog will follow you if it gets somewhat attached to you. So this is an amazing show of detachment. And the meditator who was seated just beside me asked me if the dog was mine. And I said no, but I was sending metta to the dog. And he says yes, he could see that I was practicing metta and stroking the dog. And that inspired him to practice metta as well. So as I was stroking the dog, sending metta to this dog, the one seated close to me was also doing metta because he was inspired by me sending metta to this dog. So the next morning, that is the final, our final day at Bodh Gaya, we went very early for a puja at the Bodhi tree. And because our departure to the airport was in the afternoon. And when I sat down in meditation, the dog walked straight to me and laid down just in front of my feet. But when it was time for me to go, The dog seemed as if it doesn't want me to go, but when I have to leave, it didn't follow me. So this is amazing, amazing. Amongst the hundreds of people in the temple, the dog suddenly chose me to sit in front of me, and for 3 days, it was just sitting close to me as I was radiating loving kindness meditation. This is just to share with you my recent experience of leading a pilgrimage to India. All right, so now let us proceed on to the practice of metta. Of course, when you do metta, please adopt a comfortable position. You can either sit on the floor or you can sit on a chair. It's really up to you. But make sure that your back is straight and both your feet are on the floor. And be aware of your breathing. And when we're doing metta, just feel comfortable and bring to your mind's eye the people whom you're sending loving thoughts. Okay, I'll guide you what to do during the meditation. All right, so we will start before meditation. I'll just ring the bell. Slowly close your eyes and just feel relaxation throughout your body. Just check your body whether there is any tension anywhere in your head, your neck, your shoulders, your arms, and just relax. And now just be aware of your breath as you breathe in and out. And as you breathe deeply, as you breathe in and out, you will sense relaxation and calmness. Your breathing is very much connected with your mental state. If you breathe in short and jerky breath, your mind is going to be very disturbed, very excitable. Whereas if you are to breathe deep into your abdomen, you find yourself relaxing. So let's just watch our breath for a while, having a sense of peace and contentment. There is really nothing else that you like to do right now except to dedicate yourself to the practice of loving kindness. Make your mind settle, using your breath as the object to help you settle your mind. Now we will proceed on the practice of the inner smile. You know, when you smile, it is connected with the idea of peace, happiness, friendliness, and relaxation. So we use inner smile and touch the different parts of our body, touching our face, our body, as well as the internal organs. And this will bring relaxation to ourselves at a cellular level. Now let us be aware of the crown of your head. Can you feel the crown of your head at the very top of your head? And if you can feel your crown, that means your awareness is here and now. You are in the present moment. So let the smiling energy accumulate at your crown. Let your crown smile. And now just be aware of your forehead. Can you feel the sensations on your forehead? And bring the smiling energy to your forehead. Let your forehead relax and smile. Now just be aware of the spot between your eyes, between your eyebrows. And just relax this spot, bringing smiles to this spot. You know, be aware of your eyes and bring smiles to your eyes. And then let the smile move down, flow down to your face and down your neck. At the base of your neck is your thyroid gland. Bring smile to your thyroid gland, wishing your thyroid gland well, good health, thanking your thyroid gland. And moving lower down is your thymus gland. Your thymus gland is in your chest and it lies between your lungs and just behind the breastbone. A smile for your thymus gland. Now let the smiling energy flow down into your heart. Let your heart open up and relax, letting go of the tensions that are stored in your heart. Is your heart smiling? Now radiate the love from your heart to your lungs. Feel your lungs breathing easily. And gratitude to your heart and lungs for keeping you alive and healthy from day to day, from moment to moment. Now just moving lower down, just below your breastbone will be your solar plexus. The solar plexus is an energy center. And sometimes when you experience intense emotions like anger or frustration or fear, it will make your solar plexus tense up. So could you just relax your solar plexus, putting a smile on your solar plexus? And your solar plexus is connected with the other organs close to it, such as your liver, which is on the right side of the body, just below your rib cage, and your kidneys at the back, bringing smiles to your kidneys. And on your left side will be your spleen, just below the rib cage. Bring smiles to your liver, to your kidneys, to your spleen. And beneath the spleen will be your pancreas. Your pancreas is also resting at the side of your stomach. And it helps in your digestion, transforming sugar from your blood into energy. Smile at your pancreas. Thank you, pancreas, for your work to keep me well. Now let us move on to the stomach and intestines. These are your digestive system. Bring a smile to your stomach. May your stomach be well, be healthy, be efficient in breaking down food, and your intestines, your small intestines, for absorbing nutrition from your food, and also the large intestines, the way out, or the waste from our body to go out. Also the smiling energy into your urinary tract, your bladder, and putting a smile to your prostate gland for the males, and for the females, the ovaries and uterus. So you're touching your body, your face and head with smiles, with love and kindness. And if you can feel your body, that means your mind is, your awareness is at the present moment. So this is the value of it. And when you send loving kindness to your body, you are actually sending love and kindness at the cellular level. Now let us proceed on by watching the breath. When you watch the breath helps to refine our attention, our awareness, and makes the mind more peaceful and focused. So with the way we watch the breath is that you should not over concentrate. You just watch the breath as if you're sitting at the beach, watching the waves come and go. But your mind is alert, watching every bit of the waves that comes and every bit of the waves that goes. So you become aware of your breathing in and breathing out. The breath is basically neutral. It happens all the time. It is there as long as you're alive. So it becomes a very good object for meditation. And we can use the breath to deepen, to sharpen and deepen the mind. To help us is in our mindfulness, it might be useful to do some counting. At least it helps us to anchor the mind. So as you breathe in and out, there's 1, in and out, there's 2, and so on. So you can count up to 10, and upon reaching number 10, you can always return back to number 1. Okay, so let us watch the breath as we breathe in and out, being alert to the breath. Let us now watch the breath in another way. As you breathe in, you calm yourself, and as you breathe out, you smile in your heart and relax. Now let us proceed with the Metta meditation. The way we do Metta meditation is that we make use of wishes. The wishes are a device in order for us to bring out the feeling of love and kindness in our heart. So when we make the wishes, we make them with sincerity. We will first send loving kindness to ourselves first, because we need to transform ourselves into a vessel of loving kindness. And after sending loving kindness to ourselves, we can then send loving kindness to others. Basically, we have 4 wishes, but if you're just starting out with Metta, then you can just use 2 wishes. I think that should be good enough. The first wish is that may my heart be peaceful and free. May my heart be peaceful and free. And if you like to use 2 wishes, then you can end by saying, may I be well and happy. May my heart be peaceful and free. May I be well and happy. Okay, so that is 2 wishes. But if you want to do 4 wishes, you can do this. May my heart be peaceful and free. May my mind be happy. May my body be healthy. May I be well and happy. Okay, so if you have been doing this meditation with me for a while, you will have no problem reciting these 4 wishes. But if you're just starting out, you can use either 1 wish, or you can make use of 2 wishes. May my heart be peaceful and free. Or may I be well and happy. Or you can use both. Okay, so it's good to keep the words simple, because if the wishes have too many words, it becomes rather convoluted and it becomes difficult. And after sending loving kindness to ourselves, we send loving kindness, we make wishes to other beings. The first category of beings are beings who have done, who have given us a lot. And it is with gratitude and respect that we send loving kindness to them. The second category of people will be your loved ones, your family members. And then we will send loving kindness in different directions, in 6 different directions. Okay, so this is how we do our loving kindness meditation. So if you're ready right now, let us send loving kindness first to ourselves. May my heart be peaceful and free. May my heart be peaceful and free. As you say these wishes, try to internalize these words. It is as if you're listening to these wishes from inside, and you feel the meaning of these words. May my heart be peaceful and free. With a smile in your heart, you say, may my mind be happy. May my mind be happy. You always keep a smile in your heart when you do metta, because that helps in the generation of love and kindness. Always keep a smile in your heart. May my mind be happy, or may I be happy. May my body be healthy, or may I be healthy. May I be well and happy. May my heart be peaceful and free. May my mind be happy. May my body be healthy. May I be well and happy. Now, sending your loving kindness to the first group of people who have benefited you in so many ways. They have given you with love and kindness, and you have grown. You are what you are right now because of the teachings that you receive from them, the instructions, the guidance, the teachings. So here we can think of our parents and our teachers. So just imagine when you send loving kindness, just imagine that if you're sending loving kindness to your mother, just imagine that your mother is seated in front of you and you speak to her from your heart. You say, Mother, may your heart be peaceful and free. May your mind be happy. May your body be healthy. May you be well and happy. That is too many words to say. You could say, Mother, may you be happy. May you be well and happy. May you be peaceful. May you be happy. May you be healthy. You can say these words of good wishes to your mother. And in the same manner, you send loving kindness to your father and to their teachers, especially your Dhamma teachers who have shown you the Dhamma, who have shared the Dhamma with you. Now you send loving kindness to your family members, your spouse, your children, your grandchildren. If you don't have an immediate family of your own, then you can send loving kindness to your brothers and sisters, your nephews and nieces. Now let's send our thoughts of loving kindness to beings in different parts of the world. First, the beings in the forward direction, sending a loving kindness to them. May you all be peaceful and free. May you be well and happy. To all the beings in the forward direction, beings in the rightward direction, beings in the backward direction, beings in the leftward direction, beings in the downward direction, and beings in the upward direction. Sending a loving kindness in all directions throughout the world. Let us now invoke all the blessings from the Triple Gem, so that may the Triple Gem send them blessings for recovery, for healing. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba buddhanubhavena sadasati bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba dhammanubhavena sadasati bhavantu te. Bhavatu sabba mangalang rakhantu sabba devata sabba sanganubhavena sadasati bhavantu te. Let us now share merits in the calmness of your mind. We send out wholesome thoughts, sharing your merits with the devas, your guardian deities and protectors, so that they may rejoice and continue to guide and protect you and your loved ones. Etavatacha ammehi sampadam punya sampadam sabideva sabisata sabibhuta anumodantu sabba sampati siddhya. Let us transfer merits to those loved ones, friends, and relatives who have passed away. If they are in a position to benefit from this merits, we like to dedicate these merits for their well-being and happiness. Idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Idang me nyatinang hotu sukita hontu nyatayo. Let us make some aspirations that the grace of these merits that we have accumulated, may we not follow the way of the foolish. May we be blessed with wise friends and skillful teachers. May we always be close to the Dhamma in our journey, and may we one day achieve the highest place, Nibbana. Himina punya kamena mami bala samagamo satam samagamo hotu yava nibbana patiya. Let us make a closing invocation for all the blessings that we receive. O Buddha, my spiritual master and refuge, thank you for the blessings, guidance and protection, the Dhamma, holy saints and spiritual teachers, bodhisattvas, Dharma protectors and devas, thank you for the blessings, guidance, and protection. May the Buddha be at my head, the Dhamma in my heart, and the Sangha by my side to guide and protect me always. May suffering ones be suffering free and the fearless be. May the grieving shed all grief, and may all beings find relief. May all beings share in these merits that we have generated. May these merits help to bring them good health, happiness, and peace. May beings inhabiting space and earth, devas and nagas of mighty power, to share in these merits of ours, and may they long protect the Buddha Sasana. Let us say sadhu. Sadhu.